Yo. Alright, let me burn myself up real quick. I know. Y'all can hear everything. So, I'm going to make this short and sweet. While burning myself up, of course. Life is different. And look, I noticed that I get on this thing here, and I come on here, and I just be like, oh man, and. But we definitely, as a whole group, need to preach how do I say it? I guess it's perception. Now, I've had an episode about perception once before, but let's just call this communicative. I don't even know if communicative is a word, but we're going to say communicative is a word today. But let's just call this communicative perception. In the span of 10 days, I've had my words twisted around in different elements to paint it so someone else could have a certain perspective on what I'm saying. Like, two different people said something that I said that made another person think that I was, I guess, saying something in a negative fashion. You feel me? Now, I say this to y'all because I feel like I gotta say this to y'all. You can never know how someone else is going to translate what you're saying. I don't even want to give you the example. The lesson here is to make sure when someone comes to you that you always defend yourself, especially if you know you didn't mean something in a way that someone else has presented it to someone else. I remember, I always go back to this story because it's the best story to go back to. But I remember when the girl said, he's sexually harassing me because of what he's saying to me. And I defended that outright. Like, I'm not sexually harassing her. I don't even find the girl attractive. How can you sexually harass somebody you don't even find attractive? The math don't never math up. Like, it never adds up correctly. I got to be at least attracted to you to have what I'm saying to you come off in a provocative manner. If I'm not attracted to you, what I'm saying to you can never, and from my view, come off in a provocative manner. So let's dig into another example. I said something about how somebody drives, which in my interpretation, I said, they drive like they mean business. I said, they don't play no games on the road. Somehow, that got translated into, you drive like a bat out of hell. How? That's not the same thing. Driving like you mean business don't mean driving like a bat out of hell. That means you ain't got time to waste on other See, that's unfair. That's an unfair yawn. You know what? Flag on to play with that yawn. This is the middle of the day. It's not 2 a.m. It's not 2 p.m. I'm not tired or anything. I need to study why that yawn even happened. But anyway. Sometimes your words can come off a way to people, and then when they have to translate that word to somebody else, that word will come off a different kind of way again. Sad to say, when somebody says something, I could play around and say something, and someone will really get mad at me because I'm playing around when I'm saying it. And I don't mean nothing serious by it. And it only bothers me because I feel like I'm not in this world against nobody. I don't have enemies. I don't have opposition. Ain't no ops. It's me versus me in this world. It's not me versus them. It's me versus me. If somebody chose to leave me or cross me or do something dirty or foul to me, that's a them problem. That's not a me problem. If somebody chose to go about handling me in a way that's not favorable to me, that's a them problem. That's not a me problem. I'm in the me versus me world. I'm in the me versus me business. I'm not looking at nobody else as the opposition. Do I approve of things people do? No. But I'm not in a me versus me competition. I apologize. I wasn't supposed to hear that. I didn't sign up for that, though. Like, I don't sign up to be at odds with anyone. I'm not in a competition with none of you. I'm such a me versus me person that I would suggest anybody that listens to this podcast to create a podcast. Now, when I was a rapper, because I'm still a rapper. I'm still a rapper. Got something coming soon. But when I was a competitive rapper, I didn't want everybody to rap. I would look at some people like, oh, dang, you rapping? But once I lost the whole me versus anyone, and now it's me versus me, I welcome anybody to express themselves however they see fit. If you want to rap, cool. You want to do a podcast, cool. If you want to paint, cool. If you feel like you got culinary artistry in your repertoire, cool. However you want to express yourself in this world that you might feel is your calling, cool. If you think you the best telemarketer on the world, cool. If you feel like you the best dancer in the world, cool. If you feel like you provide the best entertainment in the world, cool. All I'm saying is in this world, we have the ability to be great, to be grandioso, to reach heights that I don't know how to say it the right way, but the sky's the limit. All right. So I wouldn't want to disturb the limits of the sky on communicative perception. See how I brought that all the way back around? Like, I want you to be the best you. And I will hope that you want me to be the best me. And I wouldn't want communicative perception to get in the way of that. I wouldn't want what you heard that I said, which might have not sat well with you, to get in the way of what we got. If that makes any sense. I appreciate you all for dealing with me the way y'all deal with me. If y'all knew how many downloads I really be getting, if anybody ever listens to this and you know me personally, and you could send me a text message, or you could send me an email, or you could give me a phone call, anything, please do so. If I don't answer my phone, leave me a voice message. Please let me know that, hey, man, I hear your podcast and you doing your thing. Or, hey, man, I hear your podcast and you could do better. Anything. Because I know I'm not just talking to a blank screen. You feel me? And the only reason I know that is because the numbers show that. And shout out to the platform that I'm using to record this on, but I don't get those, my numbers, my download numbers don't come from them. In the statistics bar, it shows that my downloads or listens or what have you, whatever you want to call them, come from all outside sources. So that means people are listening to this on the podcast platforms, which means somebody gotta be listening to this junk somewhere. Man, find me on Snapchat. Find me on Twitter. I'm gonna get back on Instagram eventually. Just not pressed to do it. I'm gonna get back on Facebook soon. Just not pressed to do it. But I'm always on Twitter. Like, I have a Twitter jump. My Twitter is for this podcast. It's changed. It is the initials. It's okay not to be okay. Pod. That's the name of that Twitter. IONBO. I don't know. But look it up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I would really appreciate the feedback from people. Honestly. But I don't ever want what I'm saying to lose context, though, either. Like, I want everybody to be the best them. And I'm not saying people can't be mad at me, but I would like to have more valid reasons for people to be upset with me. I need a more valid reason. If I hurt your feelings because I was putting my interests first, then it's not a valid enough reason. People put their interests first all the time. That don't make me mad. So if I'm doing that and that makes you mad, I don't know what to tell you. That's a you problem. You feel me? Like, my number ain't changed. If you got my phone number in the last 7 years, 8 years, my number ain't changed. I wish I would have still had my same number from, like, high school or something. Really, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be cool if I still had, like, a really old number like that. Or even like, one of my first numbers before I had to change my number, dealing with crazy individuals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have had one of those numbers, then cool, you feel me? But I don't have none of those numbers, but I've had the same number for at least 7 years. At least. So if you got that number, hit me. For real. I'm still me. Ain't nothing changed. I just been through a couple things. But ain't nothing changed. A lot of things I've gone through has been mental. But ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God for every day that I'm alive, that my brain is functioning correctly, that I don't see anything, any missteps, any mishaps or anything like that. I'm thankful for every opportunity I'm getting to touch bases with my children, anyone who's reaching out to me that I do talk to regularly, anything of that sort. I'm thankful for all those opportunities. I just want to be a beacon of hope. All my life, that's all I've ever wanted to be. A beacon of hope. A professional optimist. A leisure. I want to be an optimist by profession, and I want to be an enthusiast, if that's a real. Y'all know the word, but I want to motivate people in my leisure, and I want to be optimistic by profession, if that makes any sense. All right, that's in life. If I could just give people hope from the day I'm born to the day I die, if I'm just giving you hope, then I feel like I've done my job. That grief episode is coming soon. I know I keep pushing it back. But now that I've gone through a couple of processes, I want to give the grief episode from a standpoint of all angles. Because I ain't want to give you the grief episode while I'm sad. I wanted to give it to y'all once I've reached a happier frame of mind, if that makes any sense. I appreciate y'all. Only reason I loaded this episode up is not only because I had a free 30 minutes or a free 20 minutes or whatever, but because you guys ain't going to stop downloading. Y'all going to keep listening. So while y'all keep listening, I got to keep giving y'all something to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be feeling bad if I'm just letting all them old episodes stack up. Nah. Let's give y'all something new to listen to. Like, and to end this whole thing is don't mix people words up, man. For real. And don't invest so much of your feelings in somebody else's word choice either. Because my word choice shouldn't trigger such an emotional reaction from you. No matter who you are. If I ain't cussing, a lot of context can be given. Like, people don't understand that their energy could not be the same energy as, how am I? Because I want to word this the right way. Like, certain energies might not be perceived in the proper way. So it's like, you don't know if you're disturbing somebody else's energy. That's the reason why I stay away from a lot of things and a lot of people. Because I don't know if my energy is going to disturb the balance of whatever somebody else has gotten going on. You never know. That one person's energy could have changed the whole outcome of the day. My day went smooth because I didn't have to deal with certain energies throughout the day. You feel what I'm saying? And everything be energy. But on that note, Stop taking everything at face value. We lose a lot of things because of what we take at face value. Because of communicative perception. Relationships and friendships and employment opportunities end because of communicative perception. Might have fumbled the bag on millions of dollars because of communicative perception. I done had people hate on me because of something I did to somebody that ain't even directly affecting their bottom line. But because they feel a certain way about them and they felt a certain way about me and I'm the bad guy, they do something to me that I'm like, nigga, we ain't even, how you gonna cross me and me and you ain't even got nothing going on for you to have to cross me like this? You just hating on me because of what? Because of why? Now I look goofy in front of people because of you hating on me for whatever reason you done conjured up in your head. And 9 times out of 10, it's over a female. Oh, I don't like the way you did that when it came to such and such. Was you dealing with her? If the answer is no, then clearly you're a hoe. But that's how I'm going to end this show. This has been another lovely episode. If it's okay not to be okay, okay. Don't sue me, Drake.